Good evening and welcome to the Elkhart Athletic Complex for the broadcast of the Elkhart Miracle as they entertain the Southland Vikings in exciting Northern League baseball action here on Michiana Video Facebook stream and seen on all WSBT social platforms. As we see, it's the Southland Vikings coming to Elkhart to take on the Elkhart County Miracle. This is Bob Berger going to be doing your play-by-play tonight. As you can see, the managers and the umpires are getting ready. You can see the umpire, Ken Phillips, will be behind the plate. Luke Karszewski will be on the bases. So those are our men in blue. Let's look very quickly here at the lineups. First, we're going to look at the Vikings. And we know that Nicholas Mangano will be playing shortstop, batting first. Batting second will be Michael E. Lostino. Batting in the third position, Isaiah Steinhiller. Batting in cleanup, he's the third baseman, Preston Lund. Batting in the fifth spot, Owen Bandis, the right fielder. Batting in the sixth spot, it's going to be Chris Webb. He's the catcher. In the seventh position, number 10, Zach Norwine. He's the center fielder. In the eighth position, Troy Pitcock, number 7, playing left field. And in pitching on the mound for the Vikings tonight will be Andrew Early. So Early will be doing the pitching, Webb the catching. That's the batteries for the Vikings tonight. Now looking at the defense for our Miracles. Again, Juan Panulis will be doing the catching. At at third base will be Tommy Cartanegua. Shortstop, Ed Perez. At second base, Manuel Rosa. At first base, Gabriel Sherimos. In the outfield from left to right, A.J. Bogert, Dylan Pinero, and Mason Mayer. So that's the way the defense is going to be lined up for tonight. As we can get a close shot there, is going over some of the late ground rules that we have here at the Elkhart Athletic Complex. And again, on a warm evening. I remember the last time I was here, there was thunder and lightning and game was delayed. But here, it's, in my opinion, near perfect baseball weather. You want to be in your shorts and in your T-shirt. If you haven't thought about coming out here tonight, get in that car. Get out here to the Elkhart Sports Complex. See some great Northern League baseball. You see, just broken up between the umpires and the managers. Matter of fact, the manager for the Elkhart County Miracles, Wilson Valera. And the manager for the Southland Vikings is Jake Hunt. As we can see, it looks like right now the Southland Vikings are ready to hit. They got here just a few minutes ago, actually, enough to get their lineups. And we're waiting for the Miracle to take the field. And it looks like they're heading out there just about now as they have a last-minute little discussion there. So we are just about ready for the start as we see going to the mound, Julio Garcia. He's the pitcher tonight for the Miracle. So Garcia pitching, Panulis catching. And that is the battery for the Miracle. So, again, it's a very great night, and we have to keep in mind, very important game here for the Elkhart County Miracles. They're 9-2 on the season. They're just one game behind the Northwest Oilmen, who have an outstanding team, but we know that the Elkhart County Miracle defeated them 3-2 back on Tuesday, so we know that the Miracle this year are right in the middle of the hunt for this Northern League Championship. And again, they're getting off to a great start. When you start off 9-2, I think everybody, Coach Wilson Valera, has to be happy with that. And as we see, Julio Garcia at the mound. This is his 4th appearance, I believe, on the season. And it shouldn't take long, really, for them to get loose. We have a few fans now filling in, especially on the home side. And as we say, the battery, the batting order, again, Mangano will be leading off. He's standing there just waiting to get in the batter's box. Lustina and Steinhiller, the first 3 batters that Julio Garcia will be facing. A nice close-up there of Julio Garcia. And, yes, I see he has a little compression short underneath. He ought to be keep on. So Mangano stepping up to the plate to lead off for the Vikings. Matter of fact, the Vikings right now are 5-8. They did win their game yesterday, matter of fact. So they're on a little bit of a roll. All right, as the umpires getting all set in their position, Ken Phillips behind home plate. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. That's a little bit high. Ball 1 on Mangano, Nicholas Mangano, the shortstop. Comes Garcia, ready to deliver. Ball's popped up into center field. Going back is Pinero, going back. And I guess it is a home run right off the bat on the second pitch of the ball game. Mangano puts one out in the deep part of center field to get the first run. I was waiting for a little bit of the umpire signal, and we finally did get it. So that's a great start for the Vikings as they take a 1-0 lead. Going to bring up Lustina, the second baseman for the Vikings. The ball really carried, I thought, that time. It went out there, and I thought it was going to have to, the center fielder, Pinero, was going to have to go back, and it would have plenty of room, but it just kept carrying. And it is a home run. Quite a way to start for the Vikings.
That last at bat was ruled a ground rule double.
Oh, okay, I thought I see the home plate umpire doing a little spinning with the finger. That has been changed to a ground rule double. So good news for the Miracle. So we got to take a run off the board. Now Lustina is up to bat after all that was taken care of. From my position, I had trouble seeing it, so I couldn't make a call on that one. Pitch is foul ball down the first baseline, just foul. Strike 1 on Lustina. 0-1. Lustina, the second baseman. Garcia in the stretch, holding that runner on, looking back. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike. All right, so 2 strikes, 0-2. I guess I'm looking for those hand signals. Garcia, the pitch. And I guess that was a ball. Can't tell you exactly where it was, but it's a 1-ball and 2-strike count on Lustina. A gutsy take that time by Lustina. Here's the pitch. And it's high. 2-2. The 2-2 count. So after getting ahead 0-2, now Lustina's been able to draw a couple balls. Garcia getting his signal from Panulis, the catcher. Looking back at, and there's time is called. Here we see the umpire pointing over to the dugout, not quite sure what's happening there. There you can see Mangano at second base being held on by Rosa. Stretch. The pitch. And that's ball 4. Okay, so. All right, so runners now on first and second. Going to bring up the number 3 batter in the batting order, Isaiah Steinheller. He's the first baseman, so.
Batting the first baseman, number 26, Isaiah Steinheller.
So runners on first and second, and nobody out. We're in the top half of the first inning. And the Vikings threatening here early. And that was a strike in the inside corner. Garcia looking at the runners. Big lead on first. Pitches outside and low. Evens the count up at 1-1. Again, Lustina taking a big lead. Not being held on by Cheremos. Real close. Garcia in the stretch. Holding the runners. Comes the pitch. And that's a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Steinheller. So, again, this time Garcia getting ahead of the batter. Here's the pitch. The runners are going. Fouled back. Okay, so double steal was on that time. Mangano heading to third, Lustina heading to second, and it was just fouled off. Protecting that plate. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. Inside, evens the count up at 2-2. See, a beautiful summer day, baseball day here at the Elkhart Complex. Here comes the pitch from Garcia. And that's inside. That makes it a full count. We got a full count now. Runners on first and second, and nobody out. Steinheller looking for his pitch. Garcia wants his pitch. Double play would come in awful handy right here. The pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. So a lot of pitches here in the first inning for Garcia. Just with his third batter. Walked 1, ground rule double. Turns around, nobody's covering second base. So, but the runner Mangano gets back easily. Doesn't even get all the way back to his base. Nobody being held on, neither runner being held on. Either one on first or the runner on second. Here's the pitch. All right, and that's ball 4. So 2 walks in a row. Mangano goes down to third. Lustino goes to second. Steinheller goes to first, and that's going to bring up the clean-up batter, Preston Lund, the third baseman. So the Vikings threatening here in the top half of the first inning. And we've got exciting baseball, getting exciting right from the get-go. And the pitch by Garcia. And that's inside. 1 ball. No strikes. The top half of the first inning. No score. In the stretch is Garcia. The pitch. Ball goes out to the shortstop, Perez. Goes over to second, Rosa over to first. He is safe at first, and a run comes home. They did get the middleman on a 6-4. Steinhiller is forced at second. Mangano comes home with the first run of the ball game. Stein goes to third, and on a fielder's choice was Lund. So we now have runners on first and third. And Garcia pitches a strike. Runner going to second. Pitches down, and he is out of there. Nice throw that time by Panulis as he takes out Lund. So a 2-6 out, so that puts it down to 2 outs now. Remaining on third is Lastina. That got 2 now, makes it a little better. The pitch was a strike. 1 strike now on Bendis, the right fielder, left-handed batter. He's number 5 batter in the batting order. Pitch is high. So there's no balls. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch is low. So 3-0 on the number 5 batter, Owen Bendis, right fielder. Nice shot there of Bendis. A couple of the fans in the stands. Okay, that pitch is outside. I guess that's 3 balls and 1 strike. My apologies. Garcia, the pitch. And it's a strike, so the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Owen Bendis. That's ball 4, and that's the 3rd walk of the inning. So runners now on first and third with Lustina at first. That's going to bring up Chris Webb, the catcher, with 2 down. 2 outs. Runners on first and third with Webb, the catcher, up to bat. Garcia looks at his catcher, Panulis. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. 1 strike on Chris Webb with 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike. Infield playing pretty much normal position. Cherimo's holding the runner on first. There's strike 2. Nice bender. Time a curveball broke over the inside corner of the plate. Here comes the pitch. A little hesitation. Looks over to first. And he's back safe. All right, so again, Luke Karszewski, the umpire, making the safe call. No balls, 2 strikes on Chris Webb, catcher for the Southland Vikings, sometimes called the Hammond Vikings. And there is strike 3. So again, that time Garcia got out of the inning. He gave up just 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 batters left on base, and after a half inning of play, it's the Vikings 1 and the Miracles coming to bat.
To an exciting event or intriguing location? Well, look no further than Crossroad Tours in Chipshawana. Wi-Fi, onboard electric, and movies. 24, 44, and even 56 passenger buses. They're all waiting for you. Perfect for colleges and universities as well. Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Check them out online at crossroadbus.com.
WSBT-22 is known for news. And to understand news, you need perspective. Drone 22 takes you above the story, showing you all the angles, bringing you clarity on what's happening as it unfolds. Another way WSBT-22 gives you complete coverage on how the news impacts you. Drone 22, giving you an eye in the sky. Drone coverage is sponsored by Drive and Shine.
When kids are fed, they're fueled to thrive. But for many kids that rely on schools for their meals, summer can be challenging. Scan this QR code to help provide meals for children and families here in our local community. I'm meteorologist Abby Weckler. WSBT-22 is partnering with Feeding America and our parent company for Sinclair Care's Summer Hunger Relief. Every dollar donated helps provide up to 10 meals. Donate and learn more at sinclaircares.com.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Back as we head into the bottom half of the first inning, where the Vikings are leading the Miracle by a score of 1-0. The batting order for the Miracle leading off will be Edgar Perez. Batting in the second position, Manuel Rosa. Batting in the third position, the DH, Bryce Lesher. Juan Panulis at the catcher, batting fourth. A.J. Van Bogart, the left fielder, batting in the fifth position. The sixth position, Mason Moyer, right fielder. Dylan Pineris, the center fielder in seventh position. Cartagena, the third baseman. The first pitch coming in from Andrew Early. The pitcher is a ball. Strike. It's checked out. It is a strike. And Gabriel Cherimo's will be rounding out the order. So now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Again on Early, the pitcher. Webb, the catcher. Here comes the pitch. A swing and a miss. A little bit of a change up on Edgar Perez. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the infield is Preston Lund, Nicholas Mangano, Michael Lischer, and Ian Steinhofer. Ball is fouled back. So the count remains to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitcock, the left fielder. Norwine, center fielder, and Bendis, the right fielder. 1 ball, 2 strikes, with Early on the mound facing Edgar Perez. This is outside, evens up the count at 2-2. Perez batting .342, having just an outstanding season here for the Miracle. Pitch outside, and protecting the plate that time was Perez. Fouled it down towards the Viking dugout. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Getting the signal, Early is, from his catcher Webb. Pitch is outside, so the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So both pitchers having a little trouble finding that plate early in the inning. That's ball 4, so Perez is on base to lead it off for the Miracle.
Now batting the second baseman, number 17, Emmanuel Rosa.
Manuel Rosa, number 2 batter in the batting order, the second baseman coming up to bat. Rosa, right-handed batter. Runner on first, being held on right now by Steinheiler. Pitch is a strike. 1 strike, right down the middle. Nice fastball, about thigh high. Again, we see Early looking at his catcher, looking over, check the runner at first base. Now he's ready to deliver. Pitches outside and low. Nice stop that time by Webb. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So, again, we see Early checking that runner at first base. Here's the pitch. It's high, runner on going, and he gets in there safely. So stolen base by Edgar Perez. Gets a runner into scoring position. That time Webb a little trouble. Letting go of the ball and kind of dribbled out there. A little long, so 2 balls, 1 strike. Webb looks back at second, not being held on. Swing and a miss. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, let's keep an eye now on Perez at second. Able to get, now they're coming in, that time coming close. Strike 3, called out on strikes. A little bender, caught the inside corner, and Manuel Rosa goes down on strikes. Going to bring up Bryce Lesher. He's the designated hitter tonight. Bryce is batting .321, second year with the Miracle. Left-handed batter. Big guy in there. Pitches low, gets away from the catcher, and easily going to third will be Perez on a wild pitch. At third base, now in scoring position, just 90 feet away from tying the game up with the tying run on third with 1 out, 1 ball on Lesher. Pitch. Oh, that ball is hit hard. It's out in right field. It is up and over the fence. Bryce Lesher, home run. That's a way to get back in the ball game. Bryce Lesher all the way gets a 2-run RBI or 2-run home run. So as Lesher touches them all. That thing just, you could tell when it was right off the bat, it was going someplace. And it went down that foul line, just a little bit inside the foul line. But again, no doubt. So the Miracle come back to take the lead.
Now batting the catcher, number 30, Juan Pinellas.
Juan Pinellas, the catcher for the Miracle, up to bat. Nobody on base now as Lesher cleared him off. Pitches outside, ball 1. Pinellas, he's the catcher. Pinellas batting .364, kind of average you want for a cleanup batter. Okay, so 2 balls, no strikes, and the right-handed batting Pinellas. Outside and low, nice stop that time by Webb. So 3-0. Here comes the pitch from Webb. Ball goes out to the shortstop, Mangano. Takes it over to first base to Steinheiler for the second out. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. So they're now 2 down. Going to bring up the left fielder, A.J. Van Bogert. Left fielder. And he's batting in the 5th position. Bogart really digging in there in that right-handed batter's box. Pitch is outside and low. 1 ball on Van Bogart, excuse me. The Miracles leading 2-1. Bottom half of the first inning. Outside and low, 2 balls, no strikes on Van Bogart. Again, stepping out. Van Bogart, now he's back in. Off the rubber was early. He's ready now. They're ready to go into the wind-up. And there's the pitch. Ball goes out into left field. And the ball is caught out there by Troy Pitcock for the third out. Hit very hard, but right to Pitcock. So in the bottom half of the first inning, the Miracle got 2 runs. And on one hit, a big towering home run and had no one left on. Score after 1, the Miracle 2 and the Vikings 1.
Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
Leaving the city frustrated with crime and homelessness.
The National Desk team of impartial, unbiased, and fact-based journalists.
Require car companies to make sure their safety systems worked at night.
Choose America's news now, each weekday morning from the National Desk.
Weekdays at 6 a.m. on Fox Michiana.
Here is our tornado.
Destructive tornadoes have devastated towns across the Midwest. These forces of nature can happen in Michiana. Tornadoes destroy everything in its path. Make the WSBT Storm Alert Weather Team part of your summer safety plan. Rely on us to be the first to provide timely alerts on impending storms. The first to break in providing real-time updates when funnel clouds form, guiding you of its path as it sweeps across the area. Trust the WSBT Storm Alert Weather Team, dedicated to keeping your family safe.
As we start the top half of the second inning, the first pitch to Norwine. We're going to see the number 7, 8, and 9 batters for the Vikings. Norwine, the center fielder, 1 strike. Pitches low and away, evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Norwine, right-handed batter, digs in that box. Here comes the pitch from Garcia, and it's a ball. Check that, it's a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The next pitch, and that is strike 3, a swing and a miss. So Norwine goes down on strikes. Going to bring up Troy Pitcock, the left fielder for the Vikings. We're at the top of the second. Again, Bryce Lesher hit a towering home run down right field. Comes Garcia with the pitch. Little bender, a curveball, and it's a strike. Broke right over the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Garcia, pitch. Ball is popped up on the infield. Cartanegra camps under, lazy fly ball, and that is 2 outs. That's going to bring up the number 9 batter in the batting order. He's the pitcher. That's Andrew Early. So 2 quick outs this time for Garcia, getting that ball over the plate. Gave up 3 walks in the first inning. Seems to have found his groove. Pitches a swing and a miss by Early, right through it. So Garcia gets ahead on the count. Their pitch fouled back, 0-2.
Just a reminder on foul balls, if you retrieve those foul balls and return them to the concession stand, they have a little something for you.
All right, so again, foul ball. Here comes the pitch from Garcia. And that's strike 3, so a very quick inning that time for Julio Garcia. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base after an inning and a half. It's the Miracle 2 and the Vikings 1.
Quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to Littons.com.
Welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. Besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. We also have delivery and only $10 down financing available. Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
Into the bottom half of the second inning, the numbers 6, 7, and 8 batters for the Miracle coming up. Mason Moyer, Pinero, the batting in the second spot, and the number 8 batter in the batting order, Cartagena, will be batting. So again, Moyer coming up to the plate. He's the right fielder. First pitch is a ball. Pitch is low. Again, Moyer, so far this season, only had 14 at-bats, but it's got 7 hits, which ain't too bad, if you excuse my English. Pitches outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Mason Moyer batting in the 6th position. A curveball, and that is inside. Well, check that. It's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. And here comes the pitch, and it hit him. A hit batter. So base runner to start off the bottom half of the second inning as Meyer. Dylan Pinero, center fielder, coming up to bat with a runner on first base. Early on the mound, Webb the catcher. For the Vikings, Preston Lund, Magnagano at third and second. Steinheiler at first. Here comes the pitch, and it's fouled off. And it went off his foot, kind of limping around. He got that left foot. And there he's batting .364 on the season, so a good batting average for him. Guys have really established some nice batting averages now as the 9-2 Miracles, playing some of their best baseball so far of the season, especially after knocking off the first place Oilman. Ball is low and in the dirt for a ball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Pinero's looks over at first. Early does. The runner's being held on by Steinhardt. Put those over, and he's caught off base. So there's going to be a rundown in the ball, and he is tagged out. Okay, so again, they caught him leaning towards that second base as the shortstop came by, and he just basically ran him down and made the out. So that's 1 down here in the bottom half of the second inning. With the count, 1 ball and 1 strike on Dylan Pineros. Pinero, pitches high, 2 balls and 1 strike. See, early getting his sign. Catcher Webb, here comes the pitch. Fouled. Wilson Valera makes a nice scoop of it in the third base coaching box. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And gives, with that pickoff, gives Early a little room. Pitches low and away. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Pinero. A pitch, a swing and a miss on a curveball for out and number 2. Nice pitch that time by Andrew Early.
Third baseman, number 21,
Tommy Carcajena, the third baseman. Now batting, Carcajena, number 21 on the back of his uniform. With 2 down, here comes Early. Pitch is low and away. Ball goes back to the backstop. 1 ball. Carcajena. So now with 2 down, can the Miracle get a little rally going here? We see Early. And there's a good way to start it. Nice solid base hit that time between Lung and Nagano out into left field, and we have a runner on first.
Now batting the first baseman, number 29,
Gabriel Chirino is up. He's the first baseman. It's too bad we had a runner picked off there. We a good chance with runners on first and second with 1 up, but that's not the way it is. So Gabriel Chirinos batting 143 on the season. Nice curveball, but it drops a little bit low for 1 ball. No strikes. And Early checking that runner over at first. Here's the pitch. Ball goes down to the third baseman, Lung, a slow roller. Oh. And the batter is out. Again, Chirino didn't make a run. I think he's talking to hit him there. He's talking to the umpire, but anyway, that is 3 outs. So in the bottom half of the second inning, there were no runs for the Miracle, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. After 2 complete innings, the score is the Miracles 2 and the Vikings 1.
Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
As parents, we all care about test scores, teacher quality, school safety, the list goes on. There are a lot of challenges facing schools today, and it can be hard to sort through all the information and know what's true. That's why every Monday and Wednesday, I'm digging deeper into the topics you care about, to keep you informed, to hold our schools accountable, and to keep all of us connected to our children's education. Watch Operation Education Monday and Wednesday at 6 on WSBT 22 News.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
Leaving the city frustrated with crime and homelessness.
Off batter, Nicholas Mangano. He hit a double, ground rule double in center field to lead off the ball game on the second pitch. First pitch is a ball, low and into the dirt. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner, about letter high, evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike in the top half of the third. Okay, so again, Garcia still on the mound, Juan Panulis behind the plate. Pitch is low and inside, takes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Infield playing in normal position, same with the outfield, maybe Pinero deep in center field. Left and right, pretty normal. Pitch is fouled back. Evens up the count at 2-2. So again, coming back into the batter's box, Mangano. Yeah, you see Garcia looking at Panulos. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the right side, just in front of the Miracle dugout. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Garcia got his sign. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 on a called 3rd strike. So Mangano goes down on strikes. Going to bring up the second baseman, Michael Lustina. Walked in the first inning and was stranded at third base. He steps in to officially no at bat. Here's the pitch. Pitch is a ball. Somewhere out of the strike zone. So 1 ball. I guess I shouldn't umpire up here. They asking for appeal. They say no, he did not go around. So the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes Garcia, the pitch. Foul off to the left. And again, Jake Hunt makes a nice play, almost as good as Wilson Valera's back in the second inning. So count is 2-1. There goes the ball out to center field. Pinero comes in. The ball does get by him. It's going all the way to the fence. Lustina, he's on his horse going around to third base, and he's going to stop there as Perez gets the cutoff. So we're going to, he gets a single. All right, and then an error on the center fielder to get him to third base. So puts a runner on third base. Nice, well-hit ball. Esteem the ball got by Pinero all the way to the fence. So we got a runner on third. going to bring Steinheller. In the first pitch, can't quite, I guess I missed that. All right, the pitch is a ball. Pitch is low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Okay, again, that runner on third base now. Lustina not being held on. Infield in, want to cut off the run. Pitch right down the center for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Comes the pitch, the 2-1 pitch, outside. Count goes to 3-1. With a runner on third, 3-1 on Steinheller. Again, Garcia loosened up, gets his signal from Panulis. Here comes the pitch. Ball goes out to shortstop. The runner holds. Ball goes over to first for a 6-3 as Lustina was held at third. Nice defensive play by Ed Perez. He looked the runner, Lustina, back to third and then made a good solid throw over to Cheremos for the second out. It's going to bring up Preston Lund, who reached base on a fielder's choice and then was thrown out at second base trying to steal. Comes the pitch. Pitch is high. Ball 1. 2 down. Miracle leading. 2-1. Runner in scoring position on third. Cartanegra. Comes the pitch. It's inside. Takes the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Garcia looking. The pitch, low and in the dirt. Nice block that time by Panulis. Keep the runner on third base. And we see Lustina at third. Jake Hunt, third base coach. See him? Here's the windup. The pitch. Outside. And that's ball 4. So runners on the corners with 2 down.
Now batting the right fielder, number 25, Owen Bendis.
Owen Bendis comes to bat. He walked. Again, was stranded on first base back in the first inning. Left-handed batter. Officially no at bat today with the walk. Garcia, the pitch. Low and away. Runners goes down and say, now how are they going to play it? They got to get him fast. The run does score before the out is made. Now they're going for that third out. And they get it. Okay, I'm not going to try to do all that scoring on that, ladies and gentlemen. But, again, he was thrown out.
The run does score. That makes the score Miracle 2.
The run does score. So the Miracle comes up with 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and nobody left on base. After 2.5 innings of play, the score is tied at 2s.
For guiding you of its path as it sweeps across the area. Trust the WSBT Storm Alert Weather Team, dedicated to keeping your family safe. WSBT-22 is known for news. And to understand news, you need perspective. Drone 22 takes you above the story, showing you all the angles, bringing you clarity on what's happening as it unfolds. Another way WSBT-22 gives you complete coverage on how the news impacts you. Drone 22, giving you an eye in the sky. Drone coverage is sponsored by Drive and Shine.
Are you a part of a small or large group looking for transportation to an exciting event or intriguing location? Well, look no further than Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Wi-Fi, onboard electric, and movies. 24, 44, and even 56 passenger buses. They're all waiting for you. Perfect for colleges and universities as well. Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Check them out online at crossroadbus.com.
Welcome back as we head into the bottom of the third inning. Edgar Perez will be leading off, followed by Manuel Rosa and Bryce Lesher. So the numbers 1, 2, 3 batters in the batting order. Ed Perez started the game off with a walk and scored ahead of Lesher's towering home run over the right field fence. First pitch is a ball. So again, Andrew Early on the mound. Chris Webb behind home plate for the Vikings. Here's the pitch. Well hit ball down the right field line. Right fielder Bendis coming over. And he kind of fumbles a little bit. It's going to allow Perez to get into second base with a base hit.
Now batting the second baseman, number 17.
All right, that's going to bring up Manuel Rosa. So we got a nice double. That time for Perez. Manuel Rosa, who got called out on strikes back in the first inning. Right-handed batter, runner in scoring position. The lead run is in scoring position. Early at the mound, look at a fake like Perez was going, decided against it, came back. The pitch was a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Manuel Rosa. Early's pitch. Yeah, holding. Now the pitch. There's a strike. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We have no outs, top of the third, with the score tied between the Miracle and the Vikings at 2. Here comes a pitch from Early. Curveball popped up on the infield. Shortstop calls him Mangano. He catches it for the out. Lazy pop fly on Rosa. Bryce Lesher coming to the plate. The big left-hander who hit a towering home run over the right field wall to get the Miracle off to a 2-1 lead, which they then relinquished in the top half of the third. But chance for Lesher again to retake that lead with a tie score now of 2s. Pitches outside for ball 1. Again, Lesher having, again, like we said, just a very outstanding season, batting .321. His second year here as a Miracle. Frequently on first base, playing that first base position. Pitches low and in the dirt. Looks like Lesher's not getting anything too good right now from Early. Not after that big home run. 1 down. Bottom half of the third inning. There's a strike. Just nipped the outside corner for a 2 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Warm weather here in Elkhart today. Got up into the 90s, and it's warm here. But it's baseball weather, ladies and gentlemen. You can't beat it. You're supposed to watch baseball in shorts. There's a ball. There's a strike, excuse me. It's 2-2. 2-2 is the score. 2-2 is the count. 4 deuces on the scoreboard. If you're playing poker, scoreboard poker. Outside, Eve takes the count to full at 3-2. Early steps off the mound, wipes the sweat from his brow. Now he's back on the mound. Lesher, the left-handed batter. Chris Webb, the catcher for the Vikings. The ball goes hit out, slow dribbler out to second baseman. Hushwa gets the ball, takes it over to first, and that is for the second out, a 4-3 out.
Your catcher number 31, Penuelos.
Okay, which is going to bring up Pinellas, grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning. We now have 2 down. Score tied at 2's runner on third base as Perez went to third. The pitch is a ball outside, so we have Perez now in scoring position on third. A lot of different ways. I've been told you can score 11 different ways from third base. So I don't care which one of the 11 they use. Pitch is high. So 2 balls, no strikes. On Pinellas, the catcher. Here's the pitch from early. Low and into the dirt. The ball gets away. Not far enough. That time, I think Perez had an idea, but then he saw the ball didn't get off the dirt there around home plate. So it's 3 balls, no strikes on Pinellas. Well, Pinellas steps in. Infield playing in normal depth. Perez on third. Pitches right down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now, Nellis has that active bat. Moving it around. He's ready. Ball is low and into the dirt. So there's a base on ball. And that will put Pinellas at first. That's going to bring A.J. Van Bogart. Okay, so again, in the first inning, Van Bogart ended it inning with a fly ball, or not a fly ball, it was a well-hit ball out to Pitcock for the third out. Pitch is high. He did get a hold of it. Pitcock was right to Pitcock. 1 ball on Van Bogart. Early. Pitch goes down to the third baseman, Lund. Lund comes up, takes it across the diamond to Steinheller for the third out, a 5-3 if you're scoring at home. So the Miracle stranded 2 batters, left 2 batters on base. They got no runs on 1 hit, and there were no Viking errors. So after 3.5 innings of play, the score is tied. Miracle 2, Vikings 2.
Abby Weckler. WSBT-22 is partnering with Feeding America and our parent company for Sinclair Care's Summer Hunger Relief. Every dollar donated helps provide up to 10 meals. Donate and learn more at sinclaircares.com.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. Besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. We also have delivery and only $10 down financing available.
As we head into the top half of the fourth inning, we've completed 3. The score is tied at twos between the Miracle and the Vikings. Owen Bendis leading off for the Vikings. Walked back in the first inning. First pitch is a strike. Owen Bendis, a left-handed batter, playing right field. Pitch is fouled off at the plate. Count goes 0, no balls, and 2 strikes. Julio Garcia on the mound. For the Miracle, Juan Pinellas behind the plate, facing Owen Bendis. Here's the pitch, fouled off to the left side. Again, Perez giving chase, but into the bullpen. Bounces, so it's a strike, no balls, and 2 strikes as Garcia gets ahead early of Bendis, the left-handed batter for the Vikings. As we see, Garcia gets his sign from the pitch, right back to the pitcher. Kind of fumbles it, gets away from him. So he's going to have an infield hit. That's Bendis. So again, the ball went right back to Garcia, got a glove on it. The ball got away from. So that puts the lead runner on first base for the Vikings. That's going to bring up Chris Webb, who struck out swinging to end the first inning for the Vikings. We now have Bendis on first. Garcia looking at Pinellas for the pitch. Pitch is high. Ball 1. Again, Garcia looking at first. Here's the pitch. High again. Snap throw down to first as Bendis gets back quickly. Pinellas took it down to Cherimo's. Back easily was Bendis. Comes the pitch from there. He goes. Goes down and a stolen base for Bendis. Got a good jump that time. So now the lead run is at second base with nobody out. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Garcia. Here's a pitch. Ball's dribbled down the left side. Foul ball. Cartanegra gets the foul ball. The count is 2 balls and no strikes. According to our umpire, Ken Phillips. Garcia's pitch. Swing and a miss. All right, as right now, Chris Webb, second time he's gone down on strikes. So there's 1 down. So Norwine comes up to bat, the center fielder, Zach Norwine. Pitch is a strike from Garcia. We have 1 down, score tied. Lead run out of second base for the Vikings. Norwine went down on strikes himself. A swing and a miss. So Garcia ahead of the batter. Zachary Norwine. Time to get him. Here comes the pitch right away. A swing and a miss. So after getting a runner on with a base hit and steals second was Bendis, Garcia now has 2 strikeouts in a row, and that is his 5th strikeout of the ball game, as it brings up Troy Pitcock, who flew out to the third baseman in the second inning. So pitch was a ball. Pitch low into the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Cartagena. Third ball goes out. Second baseman camps under as Manuel Rosa makes the 3rd out to end the threat. After 3.5 innings of play, the score remains tied at 2s.
Mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to Littons.com.
Welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. Besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. We also have delivery and only $10 down financing available. Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
Welcome back to the Elkhart Athletic Complex as we go into the bottom half of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Miracle is Mason Meyer, who got hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. He'll be followed by Dylan Pinero and Cartagena. Tommy Cartagena will be the 3rd batter. As we still have Andrew Early still on the mound, and here comes the first pitch. Curveball. High and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. On Meyer, Mason Meyer, right fielder. Here comes the pitch. Ball goes out to the second baseman, Lustina. Picks it up, takes it over to Stillheller for the first out. A 4-3. Out. Dylan Pinero coming up to bat with 1 out, with the score tied at 2. In the bottom half of the 4th inning, Dylan struck out in the 2nd inning. So Dylan, a .367 batter, so he trying to lay down the ball. The ball is popped up, back to the fence. 1 strike on the batter, Pinero. We'll shag the ball, and we're ready to go with the count of no balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Interesting that both teams have 2 runs on 3 hits. Also, each team has 1 error. So, again, pretty even ball game. Pitches the ball outside. evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's a hot one here in Elkhart. Pitch, ball hit down to Lund. The third baseman comes up, a little crow hop over to Steinhiller for the out. 5-3. A couple of ground outs here for early here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Kalahina, the third baseman, who got a base hit in the second inning, coming up for his second time. As, again, early on that mound, looking in at his catcher. Infield playing right at the edge of the grass. Pitches a strike right at the letters. 1 strike. Cartaniglia. Ball goes out into center field, and that's a base hit. Falls in front of the center fielder, Norwine. So with 2 outs, Cartaniglia gets a base hit, puts a runner on first. Gabriel Chereninos. He's the first baseman. Coming up to bat with 2 outs, grounded out to the third baseman Lund to end the second inning. So lead run on first, early on the mound. Looking over. Foul ball, just past third base, hit pretty well. Time just a little on the outside of third base. Meyer up on the mound. No balls. 1 strike. Here's a pitch. It hit him. It hit him that time. Cheremos got hit better. So now with 2 outs, we have runners on first and second. And Edgar Perez, the top of the batting order. Perez right now is he's actually 1 for 1, got a double, but was stranded at third base. He did score a run on his walk in the first inning. So, again, Perez, 342 batter for the Miracle. Here comes the pitch. Takes it right out to the second baseman, Lustina. High pitch, and they got him. Okay, it was a high throw over to first, but they got him. So the Indian with a ground out. So after 4 complete innings, the score is tied at 2.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. Besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. We also have delivery and only $10 down financing available.
Welcome back to Elkhart Athletic Complex, where we start the top half of the 5th inning with the score 2-2 between the Elkhart County Miracle and the Southland Vikings. Number 9 batter in the batting order. The pitcher, Andrew Early, will be leading off. Then we go back to the top of the order. The first pitch down to first base. It's a fair ball. Side as covering first is Garcia as Sherimo's makes a nice stop as they make the out, a 3-1. See if you're scoring at home. So one pitch and one quick down. Nicholas Mangano up to bat. He's 1 for 2. Got a double and scored a run. Was called out on strikes then in the third inning. Leadoff batter. Pitches a strike right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. Good start for Julio Garcia, starting his 5th inning on the mound. Pitches high. Juan Panulis, he's the catcher. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Infielders all have their heels on the edge of the grass. Third baseman Negra might be a little further in. A swing and a miss on a high hard one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Garcia looking in. Pitches way outside that time. Evens the count up at 2s. Nicholas Mangano at the plate with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. The pitch was drop. It is a K2 strikeout. So that's 2. We have 2 outs now.
The second baseman, number 17, Michael Lustina.
And that was the 7th strikeout now for Garcia. Lustina, the second baseman, coming up. 1 for 1 on the day. Got a base hit and went second on a run. There's a pitch, is a strike to Lustina. And he scored the tying run in the second inning. Comes a pitch. Pitch is a ball. Takes the count to 2 balls and no strikes with 2 outs. And we're in the top half of the 5th inning with a score tie. Just a great baseball game here in the Northern League. Pitch is high. So now Julio Garcia getting behind the batter, Lustina, the second baseman. Garcia, pitch, a swing and a miss. So I guess, okay, the count is now 2-2. Okay. We got umpire Ken Phillips calling timeout. Now he's ready to go as Julio Garcia is ready. Pitch is outside. Count is full. 2 outs. Nobody on base for the Vikings. Julio steps off the mound, looks into his catcher, Panulis, Juan Panulis. Now Garcia is ready. He likes the call. Ball 4. As Lustina heads down to first base.
Now batting the first baseman, number 26,
Isaiah Steinhilder. He's the first baseman. He walked into first, grounded out to the shortstop, Perez, in the second. Steinhilder to the swing, foul tip at the plate. Again, Lustina, he's at first base. Garcia looking over, first baseman, Chirimos. This pitch was high, curveball. Just out of the strike zone, excuse me. The count's 1-1. Boy, I tell you, Gary Martin can catch those. I'm impressed. High over first. He's back in time. Is Lustina. All right. Again, Stina taking a step. Now another step. And easing off. There he goes. Pitch is high. Throw down to second. Gets in safely. Nice backup that time by Rosa. The pitch got away from the shortstop Perez. So we have a stolen base. So the lead run now is at second base. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. It's on Steinholder. There's a strike, evens up the count. At deuces, 2-2. As received, Garcia. He's looking. There's a pitch. Fouled just to the left of third base. With Castra Gina getting the ball, throwing it back to Garcia. We've got a 2-2 count with 2 outs. We're in the top half of the 5th inning. Set. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So the Miracle get out of the inning. The Vikings had no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. After 4.5 innings of play, the score is still tied at 2.
Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
As parents, we all care about test scores, teacher quality, school safety, the list goes on. There are a lot of challenges facing schools today, and it can be hard to sort through all the information and know what's true. That's why every Monday and Wednesday, I'm digging deeper into the topics you care about, to keep you informed, to hold our schools accountable, and to keep all of us connected to our children's education. Watch Operation Education Monday and Wednesday at 6 on WSBT 22 News.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
Leaving this city frustrated with crime and homelessness.
The National Desk team of impartial, unbiased, and fact-based journalists.
Require car companies to make sure their safety systems worked at night.
Choose America's news now, each weekday morning from the National Desk.
Weekdays at 6 a.m. on Fox Michiana.
Welcome back to Northern Link Baseball between the Elkhart County Miracle and the Southland Vikings. We're going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Andrew Early still on the mound, and Manuel Rosa up to bat. First pitch is a ball. Outside, we've got a tie score. Just 1 run might do it. There's a pitch real short. That was about 52 feet, I believe, that pitch. So it's ball 2. 2 balls. Manuel Rosa, he's 0 for 2 on the day, has struck out, called, and flew out to the shortstop. Ball heading out to center field. Norwine, no, it's the right fielder that takes it. Bendis for the first out. He's in the gap. between center and right, and Bendis called off the center fielder. Frequently you see the center fielder take charge of those, and that's going to bring up Bryce Lesher, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a home run and then grounded out to the second baseman, Lustina. Andrew Early still on the mound in his 5th inning of pitching. Pitches outside, 1 ball on Bryce Lesher. Andrew Early looking in. There's a strike. Even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Andrew Early pitches outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And that's outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Now a real hitter's pitch here. Early doesn't want to walk Lesher. And Lesher's looking for that pitch coming into that strike zone. Doesn't want to walk him, so let's see. Well, he did. So we've got a runner now on first. That's in the form of Lesher.
Now batting the catcher, number 30, Juan
Penuelas coming up to bat. Andrew Early, a pitcher at Manchester University. Penuelas, he's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Stranded at first base. Ball low and into the dirt. Lesher, he took about 3 steps, and then they take it down. Webb took it down to the first baseman, Steinheiler, but got back safely. Never a doubt. 1 ball, no strikes. Early. Ball heading out to center fielder. Norwine shields the sun and makes the catch for the second out. 2 fly balls to the outfield, and that makes it 2 down. Penuelas, the cleanup batter, flies out. And now A.J. Van Bogart is up, who's 0 for 2 on the day. We don't want to leave that runner, Lesher, stranded at first base. Opportunity to make some things happen. Pitches a ball. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Score tied, 2-2. The pitch, change up, brought that to come right in there. I don't know if that broke 70 miles an hour, but it was a strike, and it really took Van Bogart a little off guard. So the count goes to 1-1. Outside, nice block that time by Webb. 2 balls and 1 strike. Digging in is Van Bogart. Wants to feel comfortable up there at the plate. Low. Count goes to 3-1. Again, another hitter's pitch. Good time to get another runner on base. Move him around. Bring up Meyer. 2 down. Swing and a miss. He wanted all of that. So count is full. I think that Van Bogart thought that was strike 3. Headed kind of to the dugout. Now he's back in the batter's box. Andrew Early. There he swing and a miss. So in the bottom half of the 5th inning, The Miracle get no runs on no hits. There were no errors and one runner left on base. The score after 5 complete innings of play are the Miracle 2 and the Vikings 2.
Monday and Wednesday at 6 on WSBT 22 News.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
Leaving the city frustrated with crime and homelessness.
The National Desk team of impartial, unbiased, and fact-based journalists.
Require car companies to make sure their safety systems worked at night.
Choose America's news now, each weekday morning from the National Desk.
Weekdays at 6 a.m. on Fox Michiana.
Here is our tornado.
Destructive tornadoes have devastated towns across the Midwest. These forces of nature can happen in Michiana. Tornadoes destroy everything in its path. Make the WSBT Storm Alert Weather Team part of your summer safety plan. Rely on us to be the first to provide timely alerts on impending storms. The first to break in providing real-time updates when funnel clouds form, guiding you of its path as it sweeps across the area. Trust the WSBT Storm Alert Weather Team, dedicated to keeping your family safe.
Welcome back. Well, we're starting the 6th inning now with a score tied 2-2. Julio Garcia still on the mound, starting his 6th inning. Has struck out 7 batters so far. Pitches inside. Ball 1. So the first batter is Preston Lund, who is 0 for 1, reached both times, once on a fielder's choice and once on a walk. Foul ball off to the right side, over the top of the dugout, or into the dugout, one of the two. And the cameraman hang loose, I'll tell you. Cameraman maybe got a souvenir ball, not the way he wanted it. Ball hit third baseman. They go over to the first baseman, Sherry-Mose, for the out. Yeah. Cartagena, nice play on a slow hopper. That's going to bring Owen Bendis up to bat, the right fielder. Owen Bendis from Purdue Northwest, plays his college ball at Purdue Northwest. Pitch goes, hit out to Manuel Rosa. Rosa comes up with it. Oh, that was close. Yeah, he got 4-3 out, got it over to Sherry-Mose just in time.
Now batting the catcher, number 2, Chris Webb.
All right, so the next batter is Chris Webb. He's struck out twice. He's the catcher. From Joliet College, ball's fouled off to the right side, listed on the roster as an outfielder. So he got put into service behind home plate. I don't know what the situation was, but he's now a catcher, but he's playing. Pitch is a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes. Julio Garcia gets ahead. Swing and a miss for the third out. So a quick top half of the 6th inning. Vikings no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. The score after 5.5 innings of play, the Miracle 2, the Vikings 2.
Home and Garden Center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. Besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. We also have delivery and only $10 down financing available. Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
As parents, we all care about test scores, teacher quality, school safety, the list goes on. There are a lot of challenges facing schools today, and it can be hard to sort through all the information and know what's true. That's why every Monday and Wednesday, I'm digging deeper into the topics you care about, to keep you informed, to hold our schools accountable, and to keep all of us connected to our children's education. Watch Operation Education, Monday and Wednesday at 6 on WSBT 22 News.
As we head into the bottom half of the sixth inning with a score tied between the Miracle and the Vikings at 2, Mason Meyer comes to the plate. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, Myers is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the second, grounded out to the second baseman, Lustina, in the fourth. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning, score tied in a very tight, well-pitched game. Foul is back and out of play. It hit a roof, had a big bang. I don't know if it hit our roof or where, but it's pitch is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Better. 2-2, bottom of the sixth. Again. Ball low and away. Ball goes back to the backstop. Andrew Early came out to start his sixth inning. Both pitchers have gone 6 innings today on this hot, humid day at the Elkhart Athletic Complex. One of the nicer complexes around. Foul back. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice press box facilities. Great baseball and softball facility. As we see early, looking at the web, here's the pitch. Oh, it's down the line. Foul ball. Looked like it went off the fist that time of Meyer. But landed just foul, so he stays alive with a 2. So it's a 2-2 count right now for the Mason Meyer. He's the right fielder. For Wilson Villeras, Elkhart Miracle, second place in the Northern League and playing strong baseball. Pitches outside. Count is full. Well, Nice to get some base runners on here. Nobody out. All heads out to left field. Pitcock goes back to the fence, and he makes the catch up against the Goshen News sign. Didn't he? Well, I guess he did not make the catch. All right, my apologies. Okay, I look from our distance, maybe my eyes are going bad, but that was a double. That time for Mason Meyer. Great hit. It was way out there and by the sign. It really looked like Pitcock backed up and had it. Must have dropped it. Had a little trouble picking it up. Dylan Panera, he's squaring around a bunt. Lays it down. Ball goes over to first. It's a nice sacrifice out as Meyer goes to third base. Nice on a 1-3. So we got the lead run at third base with just one out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 21, Tommy Cartagena.
Cartagena. Tommy Cartagena is up. He's 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles. Been left stranded both times. Be a nice time for him to get an RBI. Pitches a ball. Cartagena. Pitch. Low. 2 balls. No strikes. Cartagena. Ball heads out to the shortstop. So they got safe as they tried to pick the runner off third. Meyer, he got back in plenty of time, and Cartagena ends up on first base with a fielder's choice. So now runners on first and third with just one out. Number 9 batter in the batting order, Gabriel Cheremos. Got hit by a pitch and grounded out to third base. Has a chance here to get an RBI, a lead RBI. There's, well, it was right up the middle. That should score. Well, it's a double play, the pitcher's best friend. It was a 6-3 double play, and that ends the inning. It had a great opportunity there, but so after 6 innings of play, the score remains the Vikings 2 and the Miracle 2.
Welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. Besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. We also have delivery and only $10 down financing available. Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
As parents, we all care about test scores, teacher quality, school safety, the list goes on. There are a lot of challenges facing schools today, and it can be hard to sort through all the information and know what's true. That's why every Monday and Wednesday, I'm digging deeper into the topics you care about, to keep you informed, to hold our schools accountable, and to keep all of us connected to our children's education. Watch Operation Education Monday and Wednesday at 6 on WSBT 22 News.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
As we head to the top half of the seventh inning with the score tied 2-2. Again, Norwine squares around a bunt, fouls it back to the fence. Norwine has struck out twice today. The Vikings have 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error after 6 innings. The Miracle, 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. So again, Norwine has struck out twice. I think he'd like to just make some contact, try to get on base. Every batter represents the lead run. There's a strike. So strike 2 as Julio Garcia comes out for his 7th inning. Pitches high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Norwine. He got hit. Norwine, he's going down to first base. Norwine plays at Prairie State College. Trey Pitcock coming up to bat with the lead run on first base and nobody out. Pitcock has flied out to the infield twice, once to third and once to second. Again, Julio Garcia having a pretty decent game, only giving up 3. There's another infield. First baseman goes back. Second baseman that time. Manuel. They got a double play. There's a double play. A great play by Manuel Rosa to get the out. And then he doubled up Norwine, who was heading down to second base. So the pitcher's best friend came through that old double play. So now we got 2 outs. And the pitcher, Andrew Early, coming to bat. So just a great heads-up play. Got to give maybe the defensive play of the game for Manuel Rosa, which ended up being a double play. Foul back, 1 strike now on Andrew Early. Plays at Manchester University, pitcher for the Manchester University team. Swing and a miss. So comes Garcia. Pitch is low. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Early struck out. Grounded out to the swing and a miss. So that takes care of the Vikings in the top half of the 7th inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So score is tied after 6.5 innings of play.
Fed, they're fueled to thrive. But for many kids that rely on schools for their meals, summer can be challenging. Scan this QR code to help provide meals for children and families here in our local community. I'm meteorologist Abby Weckler. WSBT-22 is partnering with Feeding America and our parent company for Sinclair Care's Summer Hunger Relief. Every dollar donated helps provide up to 10 meals. Donate and learn more at sinclaircares.com.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo. Ride a swan paddle boat. Walk on water inside an orb. Mine for gems. Ride a quad cycle. And so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to Littons.com.
Going back to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Miracle up to bat. It was score tied 2-2. Andrew Early on the mound for inning number 7, the Manchester pitcher. There's a pitch to the first batter, Ed Perez, where numbers 1, 2, and 3 batters are scheduled to bat here this evening. Ed Perez, who's 1 for 2 on the day. There's a foul ball and went off the foot and doesn't feel real good. So no balls, 2 strikes on Ed Perez, the shortstop, doing a great job out at shortstop here this evening. So made a couple of very great plays. Ed Perez, 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Early. Ball's popped up. Off to the left side and out of play. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Again, Perez steps in. There you can see the pitcher Early. There's the pitch by Early. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 down as Ed Perez goes down swinging.
The second baseman, number 17, Emmanuel Rosa.
It's the 4th strikeout for Andrew Early. That's going to bring up Manuel Rosa, who, in my opinion, made the defensive play of the game to get that double play in the top half of the 7th inning. Well hit ball, base hit, first hit of the night. He was 0 for 3, and now he's on base with the lead run with a base hit between 3rd and 2nd.
Designated hitter, number 35, Bryce Lesher.
All right, Bryce Lesher, the big left-hander coming to the plate, who greeted Early in the 1st inning with a towering home run. Be something that would be very nice to see again, Bryce. We're rooting for you. We have 1 down, runner on first. Emmanuel Rosa. Ball gets away from the catcher as Rosa gets down to second base on the pass ball. Lesher, 1 for 2 today with the 2 RBIs. 1 ball. Lesher, left-handed batter, change up, way outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Early, way outside, 3-0. So, again, got first base empty with Rosa on second. Manuel Rosa at second, not being held on real tight. The pitch is a strike. So again, Early coming back, 3-1 on the strike. Checks the runner at second base. Here comes the pitch. Ball 4. So runners on first and second with a walk to Lesher. After a base hit to Rosa, it's going to bring up the cleanup batter. Pinos coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Did walk in the third inning to reach base. We got runners on first and second. Here comes the manager, Jake Hunt, out now to talk to Andrew Early. See what the discussion's all about. A meeting of the minds out there on the mound. We'll see. Is Early getting tired? He's gone. This is into his 7th inning. He's pitched 6 1/3 innings so far. Now Ken Phillips decides to break up the conversation, but I think Early, yes, he will stay in the ball game. Stay in the ball game with 1 out. Runners on first and second. And everybody getting back into position. Andrew Early looking around to his infield. And now it's getting in to the right-handed batter's box. Runners on first and second. There's a pitch. And it's a strike right down the middle. So Ulis digs in, steps off the rubber, does Early. Runners get back to their bases. Checks the sign. Early checks the sign with Webb, his catcher. Trying to keep that runner close at second. Infield ball goes out to the pitcher who picks it up. Kind of fumbled a little bit early. Did take it over for the out, but it did advance the runners to second and third. But there are 2 outs as A.J. Bogart has a big chance here. He's 0 for 3 today. Flight out to the left, grounded out to third, and struck out. So A.J. Bogart, great opportunity for A.J. 225 batter on the season. Chance to raise that average, and RBI squared around a bunt. Pitch was low for a ball. 2 outs. Score tied, 2-2. Again, Lesher on second. Rosa on third. The pitch. There's a pitch. Caught that inside corner for a ball. Oh, great opportunity here for Bogart. Great opportunity for the Miracle with runners on second and third. Ball's low and into the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitcher wants a new ball. Andrew Early didn't like that one. Kicks it into Webb. Home plate umpire Ken Phillips on the bases. Luke Karszewski. Now Early's ready with his new ball. Comes the pitch. Ball into the dirt. Ball gets away. Here comes the runner heading for home. And he makes it home safely. Manuel Rosa on the pass ball, or the wild pitch, excuse me, got all the way home for it with the lead run as Lesher goes to third. So the Miracle take the lead here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, 3-2. And the count is 3 balls and 1 strike. So big chance and taking advantage of. Rosa on the ball, saw what was happening and got on his horse and got home. Pitches outside, ball 4 as Van Bogart goes down to first base with Lesher at third base, and there are 2 outs. Mason Meyer comes up to bat, who got a nice double his last time up to bat in the 6th inning. Be a nice place for a double again. And here comes the second trip to the mound. This is by Jake Hunt. That will be it for Andrew Early. That will be it. Did really a pretty nice job. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings, gave up 2 runs, 3 hits. All 3 runs were earned. That's who you got? Oh, excuse me, David Anderson. Coming on to pitch for the Vikings. All right, so again, not a bad job by Andrew Early. David Anderson out on the mound. Let's see. We'll see what number 24 on the back of his uniform.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now pitching for the Vikings, number 24, David Anderson.
All right, so David Anderson takes over on the mound. And as he comes, we do have runners on first and third. That's what Anderson's going to be facing as he comes on with the Miracle with a 3-2 lead on the wild pitch. It scored the lead run. So again, Anderson, I don't think it should take him too long today to warm up. So he has not been in the ball game in any position. I know they only had 10 people which traveled with the team today. So we can see Anderson, a big, tall right-hander. Number 24 on the back of his black in front uniform and red in the back. Bottom line is it's white numbers. So we have all that. So okay, it looks like we're about ready to go. Mason Meyer coming up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Like we say, runners on first and third. The Miracle ahead by a score of 3-2. Okay, so Myers stepping in. He gets himself planted in that right-handed batter's box. Pitched by Anderson, a swing and a miss by Myers as the runner uncontested stolen base for A.J. Van Bogart. Stolen base, so runners now on second and third. Mason Myers. 1 strike. And Mason Meyer, the right fielder. Pitch was a ball low. 1 ball. 1 strike. And number 19, Mason Myers, right fielder. On third base, we can see Bryce Lesher. Ball low, 2 balls, 1 strike. So Anderson coming in with people on base comes into a pressure situation. The pitch, ball over the center, and here comes Meyer, gets a 2-run single. So a couple of key RBIs. All right, for Myers. So came in. The ball just went over the pitcher's hand, actually, over Anderson's hand. But 2 more runs come in on a single by Mason Meyer. Dylan Pinero coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 today. Did have a sacrifice. So we got 2 outs. The score is now 5-2. In favor of the Miracle. Pitches a strike right down the middle of the plate by David Anderson, the relief pitcher. In replace of Early. The pitch, ball goes out into the gap in left center field, and It falls for a base hit coming into second, so a double. A double for Pinero puts runners on second and third as Meyer goes all the way around to third base. So runners on second and third with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up
Number 21, Tommy Cartagena.
Cartagena coming up. Cartagena is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 base hits. He's been on base 3 times. He did reach on a fielder's choice, Cartagena. Here comes a pitch from Anderson, low and away. Nice stop that time by Chris Webb. The catcher, converted catcher, usually listed on the roster as a outfielder, filling in where needed. Pitches a strike right down the middle. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Anderson, the pitch, fouled off to the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Back over the Miracle dugout. So Anderson wipes a little sweat from his brow. It is warm here in Elkhart, Indiana today, having a little heat wave. Supposed to last a while. Comes the pitch. Strike 3, called strike 3, but a big inning for the Miracle as they get 3 runs on 3 hits, and there were 2 runners left on base. So after 7 complete innings of play, it's the Miracle 5 and the Vikings 2.
And best of luck to both teams.
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
Leaving the city frustrated with crime and homelessness.
The National Desk team of impartial, unbiased, and fact-based journalists.
Require car companies to make sure their safety systems worked at night.
Choose America's news now, each weekday morning from the National Desk.
Weekdays at 6 a.m. on Fox Michiana.
Here is our tornado.
Destructive tornadoes have devastated towns across the Midwest. These forces of nature can happen in Michiana. Tornadoes destroy everything in its path. Make the WSBT Storm Alert Weather Team part of your summer safety plan. Rely on us to be the first to provide timely alerts on impending storms. The first to break in providing real-time updates when funnel clouds form, guiding you of its path as it sweeps across the area. Trust the WSBT Storm Alert Weather Team, dedicated to keeping your family safe. WSBT-22 is known for news. And to understand news, you need perspective. Drone 22 takes you above the story, showing you all the angles, bringing you clarity on what's happening as it unfolds. Another way WSBT-22 gives you complete coverage on how the news impacts you. Drone 22, giving you an eye in the sky. Drone coverage is sponsored by Drive and Shine.
Are you a part of a small or large group looking for transportation to an exciting event or intriguing location? Well, look no further than Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Wi-Fi, onboard electric, and movies. 24, 44, and even 56 passenger buses. They're all waiting for you. Perfect for...
Appreciate your attendance at tonight's game.
Dylan Pinero going to be taking the mound for the Miracle to start the 8th inning. We have a lot of movement around. Cherry Moses right field, Bogart in center. Myers moves from right to left. But the big thing, Nicholas Mangano. He was struck out twice, started the game with a double and scored. Mangano. The ball goes out into the gap in left center field, and it's a base hit. So now the Vikings get the lead runner on. Again, the bat sounded a little funny when it went off there. Good old broken bat. Boy, that's a great sound, a broken bat. I haven't heard that in a long time, I'll tell you. And so that's going to bring up Lustina, Michael Lustina. Again, he's 1 for 1 on the day, has scored a run, has walked twice. Pitches low and inside. Dylan Pinero, the new pitcher. So, again, Garcia went 8 innings. Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. The pitch is high, breaking ball. Got a lot of strikeouts. Got 9 strikeouts, Garcia did. Pitches low and away. Takes the count to 3 balls and no strikes with a runner on first. Manganas on first. Being held on by Cherrymos. Pitches strike. Takes the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. This is a strike. Takes the count full. New pitcher, Pinero. Looks in at his catcher, Pinulis, is swung back, is fouled back, excuse me. So, again, Silva is now playing first base. First time that he's gotten into the ball game. But Coach Valera getting some people in. There's ball 4. So now we got runners on first and second with nobody out. And that's going to bring up a number 3 batter in the batting order. That is Steinheiler, who so far is 0 for 2. Pitches inside, comes right back off the fence. Oh, I had a good shot at him, getting him at third, but the runners both advanced. So ball 1. Now, pretty much a normal distance from home plate back to the screen. But again, a nice bounce, went right back. So there is a strike. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike, but we have runners on second and third. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch that time, right on the inside corner. Makes it tough for Steinheiler. Again, Pinero getting a signal. Ball goes out into left field. Dropped and goes past the left fielder, Meyer, as 2 runs come home, and they've got him at second base on a 8-3 play after the base hit and the 2 RBIs. But 2 runs come home, makes the score 5-4 now as Mangano comes home and Lustina comes home. One after Mangano came home, he had a base hit, and Lustina walked to score, so we've got the bases now are cleared, brings up the cleanup batter, Preston Lund. And first pitch is a ball. I think we're going to have a visit to the mound. Coach Valera. Preston Lund, 0 for 2 for the day. He's reached base twice, once in the first, once in the third. So a little big conversation out there in the mound. You can tell Wilson Valera. When South Bend first got their minor league team, Wilson Valera was on that team. And that was in 1988. Now he's leaving the mound. As Preston Lund comes up to bat to face Dylan Pinero. See what we have. Pinero, the pitch. Strike. Nice curve ball. So at this time, Pinero gets ahead of the batter, Lund. Comes the pitch. A swing and a miss. So 0-2. Pinero gets ahead of the batter. Nobody on base. 5-4 is the score. Miracle leading the Vikings. Oh, it was just inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look close, but I don't have as good a position as the umpire. That's what they tell me anyway. All right, here's a pitch. Ball fouled back off to the right side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're at the top of the 8th inning. Okay, so here comes the pitch. Ball way outside, evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Starting to get a little cloudy right now. Sun may be starting to go down. Still got another hour yet before it officially goes down. Here's the pitch. Goes off to the right side to the first baseman, Silva, who fumbles it. Does get it over then. Oh, okay, there's the call. All right. So a 3-1. Silva kind of fumbled around, but it was a great job that time by Pinero covering first base and was able to get it just to get Lund as he made a very close play, matter of fact. All right, so Owen Bendis, 1 for 2 for the day, has a single. Ball low and into the dirt. The umpire took it off the chest or legs or off his body, let me put it that way. And again, catcher goes out to talk to the pitcher. That's where a catcher and umpire really develop a relationship sometimes. Catcher knew that umpire was hurting a little bit, so he goes out and talks to his pitcher. Really had nothing to say, but gives the umpire a chance. And I've seen umpires do that when a catcher takes one off the hands or something. He'll kind of walk around and look for new balls to give him a chance to recover. Here comes the pitch. We're ready. The pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the pitch. Outside. I think we got a 3-0, I believe. Here comes the pitch. A strike. Hit that outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. All right, so we got 2 down, but we have a tying run on first base. That's going to bring up Chris Webb, the catcher, who's had a tough day at the plate. He's 0 for 3 and has struck out 3 times. Catcher, like we say, in an unusual position. Foul ball. Back to the screen. Chris Webb plays for Joliet Junior College, who has a good tradition of junior college baseball. So we're having a tough one here right now. Pitch was a foul ball for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Chris Webb, the catcher, up to bat. Nobody on base. Excuse me, runner on first. My apologies. Pitch is outside. Right? Bendis is on first base. Thanks. Bendis and Silva holding him on. Perino, the pitcher. There's a strike. Curve ball. Caught the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, again, Pinero getting ahead of the batter. Low and into the dirt. Nice stop that by Panulis from keeping it going to the backstop. With that tying run on first base with 2 outs, the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Panulis, the pitcher. Strike 3. Right down the middle. But the Vikings got 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base after 7.5 innings of play. The score is the Miracle 5 and the Vikings 4.
WSBT-22 is known for news. And to understand news, you need perspective. Drone 22 takes you above the story, showing you all the angles, bringing you clarity on what's happening as it unfolds. Another way WSBT-22 gives you complete coverage on how the news impacts you. Drone 22, giving you an eye in the sky. Drone coverage is sponsored by Drive and Shine.
Are you a part of a small or large group looking for transportation to an exciting event or intriguing location? Well, look no further than Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Wi-Fi, onboard electric, and movies. 24, 44, and even 56 passenger buses. They're all waiting for you. Perfect for colleges and universities as well. Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Check them out online at crossroadbus.com.
WSBT-22 is known for news. And to understand news, you need perspective. Drone 22 takes you above the story, showing you all the angles, bringing you clarity on what's happening as it unfolds. Another way WSBT-22 gives you complete coverage on how the news impacts you. Drone 22, giving you an eye in the sky. Drone coverage is sponsored by Drive and Shine.
When kids are fed, they're fueled to thrive. But for many kids that rely on schools for their meals, summer can be challenging. Scan this QR code to help provide meals for children and families here in our local community. I'm meteorologist Abby Weckler. WSBT-22 is partnering with Feeding America and our parent company for Sinclair Care's Summer Hunger Relief. Every dollar donated helps provide up to 10 meals. Donate and learn more at sinclaircares.com.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to Littons.com.
Welcome back. Chirino up to bat, the #9 batter in the batting order, facing Anderson. The first pitch is a strike. Strike 1. Chirino Got hit by a pitch and grounded out to the infield twice. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the pitch is a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. David Anderson came in relief of Early. Pitches high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, again, the Miracle got a nice 3-run lead, but the Vikings came back with 2 to come within 1. Foul ball on Chirinos. All right, so no, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. So again, that's Anderson's strikeout. That's his second one in a row, matter of fact. And we're up to the top of the batting order. Edgar Perez up to bat, who is 1 for 3 on the day. Scored a run in the first inning. Edgar, the shortstop for the Miracle, for Wilson Valera's Miracle. Pitches a ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Edgar Perez. There's a strike. Perez batting .342 on the year. That is batting, not batting. Batting .342. The pitch from Anderson is low and in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom half of the 8th inning, 1 down. We're back to the top of the batting order. Ed Perez. Swing and a miss. He evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Perez looking down to third base coach Valera. Ball, did it? I don't think so. He skipped out of the way. It's a ball low. So full count. 1 down. Miracle leading by a score of 5-4. And fouled back. And I think we now have somebody running around in the outfield along the outfield fence. Dead center right now. Okay, well, getting loosened up, I guess. Maybe a pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Ball goes out to the second baseman, Lucina, and takes it over to Steinheiler. Lucina for a out. That's a 4-3 out. We have 2 outs now with Manuel Rosa up. Got a nice base hit. Just really did, and probably made, in my opinion, the fielding play so far of the game, where he came way behind the first baseman, was able to catch the ball, and then we got a double play out of it, which really took us out of a jam. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Rosa. Pitches high. Again, Rosa played in minimal number of games so far this year. Looked good at second base. Strike on the curveball right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Rosa at bat. Anderson's pitch. And that is strike 3, called strike 3. So a quick inning for Anderson. The Miracle got no runs on no hits, and nobody was left on base. And after 8.5 complete innings of play, the score is Miracle 5 and the Vikings 4.
WSBT-22 is known for news. And to understand news, you need perspective. Drone 22 takes you above the story, showing you all the angles, bringing you clarity on what's happening as it unfolds. Another way WSBT-22 gives you complete coverage on how the news impacts you. Drone 22, giving you an eye in the sky. Drone coverage is sponsored by Drive and Shine.
Are you a part of a small or large group looking for transportation to an exciting event or intriguing location? Well, look no further than Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Wi-Fi, onboard electric, and movies. 24, 44, and even 56 passenger buses. They're all waiting for you. Perfect for colleges and universities as well. Crossroad Tours in Shipshewana. Check them out online at crossroadbus.com.
As we go into the top half of the ninth inning, 3 more outs, and the Miracle have another victory, which would be number 10 on the season, but it's going to take some pitching here by Dylan Pinero, who kind of got loosened up there at the end, and they did give up 2 runs in the 8th, so we are looking at the number 7, 8, and 9 batter for the Vikings. There's a strike. Hit the inside corner. 1 strike. On Norwine, Zach Norwine. Ball goes down out to the third baseman. Cantagno over to first. Nice scoop that time by Silva for a 5-3 out. That is 1 down. Cantagno makes a play on a slow roller to get all right. Trey Pitcock, who's 0 for 3 on the day, has flown out to the infield all 3 times. Dylan Pinero looking for the big save. Ball is fouled off to the right side. Just 2 more chances for the Vikings as we're in the top half of the 9th inning. Ball is low, or strike, excuse me. It was strike, no balls, 2 strikes on Pitcock. Pinero, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes the pitch. Well, it goes right back to the pitcher. Pinero snags it, gets it over to Silva for out number 2.
Now batting the pitcher, number 24, David Anderson.
And David Anderson, the pitcher, coming up to bat for the first time tonight. Again, in relief of Early. So we're down to the final out. Miracle up. 5-4. First pitch is a strike, a letter high strike. So again, right now, Pinero looking strong in this inning. Don't want to jinx him. All right, strike 2. So we're 1 strike away. Let's see what happens. Do we waste one here? No, we don't. Strike 3. All right, so the final score, the Miracle 5 and the Vikings 4. Nice job in the 9th inning that time by Pinero as he struck out his fellow pitcher, matter of fact. So they came up with no runs on no hits and no errors. So that gives us the final score tonight is 5-4. The Miracle got 5 runs on 7 hits. They committed one error. They did leave 8 people on base. The Vikings got their 4 runs, and they got it on 3 hits. So the walks did hurt a little bit. I'm sorry, that's 4 runs on 4 hits. They committed 1 error, and the Vikings left 6 people on base. So it was just a nice victory that time for the Miracles. That's going to take the Miracles record to 10-2. It's going to take the Vikings will fall to 5-9 on the season. So again, just an outstanding Northern League baseball game, and I think look at the winning pitcher.